Hello mga kamaniwise! Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be sharing an update sa aking dividend signature portfolio, especially for those who are following my signature portfolio sa Dragonfly Securities. Meron akong dalawang stocks na binenta at meron din akong dalawang stocks na dinagdag sa aking signature portfolio. Here are the changes. First ay ang Robinsons Retail Holdings Incorporated with a ticker code of RRHI. If you're following my signature portfolio sa Dragonfly Securities, alam mo that this is also one of my holdings. Kaya lang RRHI has decided to voluntarily delist from the PSE. Because of this, magkakaroon ng tender offer ang RRHI with an offer price of 48.3 pesos per share. May mga nagtatanong, ano raw ba ang tender offer? A tender offer is when the company offers to buy shares from existing shareholders at a specific price within a certain period of time. Si JA Holdings, ang private holding company ng Gokong Wei Group, ang bibili ng shares. Wala pang final na tender offer schedule. Most likely, this will be announced after the special stockholders meeting on May 12. Abangan nyo na lang ang announcement sa broker nyo. Pag natuloy ang delisting, RRHI will no longer be traded sa PSE kasi magiging private company na siya. Kaya kapag meron kang RRHI at hindi mo inaccept ang tender offer ng company, mahirapan ka nang magbenta ng shares pag delisted na siya sa PSE kasi mawawala na siya sa market. But you will continue to receive dividends pag nagtuloy-tuloy pa rin ang magbigay ng dividends ang RRHI sa private shareholders niya. Because of this, I'll be removing RRHI from my signature portfolio. Nabenta ko na ang 75% ng RRHI shares ko at meron pa akong natirang konti waiting for the tender offer. Before I continue, quick shoutout muna sa mga bagong YouTube channel members ko. Kay Edwin Villa, Ross Bacus, Simply Nourish, PH, One Express, RPNZL, MV Lantin, Nis the Winner, Elizabeth Delara, Geraldine Agpes, Eve Bakes, Enrico Garceron, and Viral Videos OFW Diaries Don D. Maraming salamat for joining us channel members and supporting my YouTube channel. I really appreciate your support. Let's continue. Second one, I decided to sell my Shang shares kaya wala na rin siya sa signature portfolio ko. I like Shang kaya lang hindi ako masaya sa naging performance niya recently. Wala pa ang full year 2025 earnings report ng Shang Properties as of the making of this video. So let's look at the first 9 months performance muna. Revenue declined by 8% year-on-year from 8.1 billion pesos to 7.5 billion pesos. And for the third quarter alone, Shang's revenue declined by 13%. The decline in revenue is mainly driven by weaker condo sales, which is cyclical. However, recurring segments like hotel operations and rental revenues are growing, which is very good kasi growing ang recurring income ng Shang. Hotel operations pa rin ang biggest contributor sa revenue. Nasa around 46% of Shang's total revenues for the first 9 months of 2025. As a result, bumaba rin ang earnings ng Shang Properties. Kaya affected din ang dividend payout ng Shang. April payout this year is down by 35% versus same period last year. And September 2025 payout naman ay 31% lower versus September 2024 payout. Okay pa rin naman ang dividend yield niya. Sa ngayon, nasa 6.05% at the price of 3.45 pesos. But not as high as the previous dividends noong 2023 and 2024. So malaki ang ibinaba sa dividends. Sa dividend history, Shang has paid consistent dividends for 29 years. Even noong nagka-pandemic na affected ang earnings niya, nagbigay pa rin siya ng dividend. And dividends have grown since 2014, highest noong 2024. If we look at the trend, may mga times talaga na nag-slow down din ang dividend payout ng Shang. From 2018 to 2021, pababa ang dividends niya. Then it recovered noong 2022. So clearly, may strong track record sila and commitment to shareholders. Nag-slow down lang siya noong 2025. And ngayong 2026, may mga risk pa rin that could affect the earnings of Shang kasi may ongoing gera sa Middle East at meron ding impact ang flood control issue. And since high-end condos ang market ng Shang, mas sensitive sila sa ganitong factors. So mukhang challenging pa rin ang 2026 for Shang sa residential condo segment niya. Kapag nag-improve ang earnings at dividends ng Shang, susunod din dyan ang investor confidence. And who knows, baka balikan ko rin siya later on. Next, share ko naman ang dalawang stocks na dinagdag ko sa aking signature portfolio. Una is OGP, Oceana Gold Philippines. Meron siyang market cap of 80 billion pesos. OGP is one of the leading producers of gold and copper in the Philippines. It's a subsidiary of Oceana Gold Corporation, which is listed sa Toronto Stock Exchange and listed na rin siya sa New York Stock Exchange. OGP operates the Didipio Gold and Copper Mine located in Nueva Vizcaya. Nag-IPO siya noong May 2024, so mag 2 years pa lang siyang listed sa PSE. At ang kanyang IPO price ay 13.33 pesos. So bumili ako ng OGP noong nasa around 16 to 17 pesos pa lang siya. Kaya lang binenta ko na umakyat na ang share price niya sa 30 pesos. Kaya lang pagkabenta ko lalong tumaas. Kaya nung nag-pullback, nag-decide akong bumili ulit. And now I decided to include OGP na rin sa signature portfolio ko. One attractive feature of OGP ay ang kanyang quarterly dividends. Meron siyang dividend policy to distribute up to 90% of its free cash flow to shareholders. Kaya kung malakas ang earnings at cash flow ng OGP, mataas din ang dividends na ibibigay niya. Another interesting factor is that dollar-denominated ang dividends ng OGP. Kaya kapag mataas ang dollar, mataas din ang dividends na matatanggap in peso. Dividend yield at the price of 35 pesos is 8.49%. Tamang-tama ang pang-pera account kasi tax-free ang dividends pag sa pera mo siya bibilhin. In 2025, OGP distributed a total of $112 million na dividends. Ang dividend payout ratio niya from free cash flow ay 86%. Ang payout policy niya is up to 90% of its free cash flow. Now, let's look at the full year 2025 performance ng OGP. Revenue reached $438.8 million, so up 28% year-on-year. Ang net income jumped 152% from $30.3 to $76.5 million noong 2025. Gold production was lower noong 2025 versus 2024, pero nag-benefit ang OGP sa higher gold prices noong 2025. OGP realized an average gold price of $3,494 per ounce. 44% higher siya versus yung average selling price niya noong 2024. Higher price per ounce more than compensated for the lower volume noong 2025. Zero debt ang OGP with cash of $83.5 million. Conservative ang OGP when it comes to leverage. The Didipio mine is the only source of revenue ng OGP. It operates under a Financial or Technical Assistance Agreement or FTAA with the government. Nirenew ng government ang Didipio FTAA for additional 25 years starting June 19, 2019. As of the latest update noong March 2026, na-extend ang operational life ng mine, extended hanggang 2037. So meron pang roughly 11 more years of production based on current reserves. So until 2037, OGP is expected to continue generating strong revenue, assuming gold prices continue to be strong and cost remain controlled. After 2037, pwedeng mahinto ang production unless OGP successfully discovers and develops new ore within the Didipio area. This limited mine life is a key risk pag nag-invest sa OGP because OGP depends on successful exploration to continue its operations. And cyclical din siya kasi nakadepende rin ang revenue niya sa strong gold prices. OGP's focus for 2026. Una-una, maximize underground productivity. They want to mine more ore from their current underground operations. They will keep drilling and exploring inside and around the existing mine. Ang goal nila is to add new reserves and extend the mine life beyond 2037. This is important because without new discoveries, production will eventually decline. And pangatlo, drive efficiency initiatives. They are working on cost control and process improvements to keep their cost as low as possible. Ang buy below price ko for OGP is 32 pesos. Second stock na dinagdag ko sa signature portfolio ko ay SGP, Synergy Grid and Development Philippines. Yung value niya comes from its stake in the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines or NGCP. SGP owns 40.2% of NGCP and it controls 60% of its voting rights through its subsidiaries, ang Monte Oro Grid Resources Corporation and Calaca High Power Corporation. The remaining 40% of NGCP is owned by State Grid Corporation of China. NGCP operates the Philippines nationwide electricity transmission grid as a regulated monopoly. Ibig sabihin, sila lang ang may exclusive right to operate the transmission network. Kaya napaka-strong ang economic moat niya. NGCP manages and operates the high voltage grid under a 25 concession agreement that runs until 2034. And they were also granted a 50-year legislative franchise which will expire in 2058. SGP as a major holding company with significant ownership sa NGCP benefits directly from NGCP's strong moat and regulated cash flows. Ang role ng NGCP is to transmit electricity from power plants to distribution utilities gaya ng Meralco. Every time electricity flows through those high voltage wires, NGCP charges a fee. So ito yung transmission charge na nakikita natin sa ating electric bills. Regulated siya and the government via ERC sets the maximum revenue that they are allowed to earn. NGCP earns money from transmission charges, while SGP naman earns money through its stake sa NGCP. Mukhang magiging quarterly na ang dividend payout ng SGP. Actually, ito ang hinihintay ko sa SGP, dividend announcement for April. Hopefully, magtuloy-tuloy na ang quarterly dividends niya moving forward. So, assuming na quarterly dividends ang SGP, dividend yield at 22.8 pesos is 6.1%. Ito naman ang annual dividend history ng SGP. Pinakamataas na ibinigay niya ay noong 2022 kasi mataas ang earnings ng SGP that time. And then, bumaba noong 2023 and 2024 due to lower profitability ng SGP that time. And then, nag-improve noong 2025 kasi nag-improve na rin ang performance ng SGP. Wala pa ang full year earnings report for 2025 as of the making of this video. So, tignan muna natin yung first 9 months of 2025. So, for the first 9 months, revenue jumped significantly from 39.8 billion pesos to 54.64 billion pesos. So, that's a 37.3% increase year on year. Ang net income naman ay nag-increase from 6.68 billion to 11.43 billion pesos. So that's a strong 71% growth. So solid ang overall performance for the year to date. If you look at the third quarter alone, tumaas ang revenue, up 13.8%. Pero ang net income ay bumaba from 2.04 billion pesos to 1.71 billion pesos due to higher operating expenses. In terms of financial health, SGP currently has a debt-to-equity ratio of 128.72%. Mataas siya, but for a regulated electricity transmission business, this level of leverage is still acceptable kasi capital-intensive ang business niya. SGP generates predictable and stable cash flows. And mataas din ang interest coverage ratio niya at 4 times. This means SGP earns 4 times its interest expenses. Kaya meron siyang reasonable safety buffer. In terms of risk, NGCP operates under a regulated monopoly, which means the government through the ERC decides how much it can charge. Risk include rate approvals can be delayed. Pangalawa, allowed returns can be lowered. Slower cost recovery sa expenses or CapEx. Pwede ring ma-penalized ang NGCP for project delays. Using dividend play valuation method, ang buy below price ko for SGP is 20 pesos. Dividend yield at 20 pesos is around 6.94%. 1.388 ang annual dividend assumption ko, assuming na quarterly dividends na nga siya. If you want to be more conservative, you can use higher target dividend yield. Example, you want 7% dividend yield. So buy below should be 19.83. But if you're okay sa 6% na dividend yield, you can buy at the current price of 22.8. It's up to you. Depende kung gaano ka ka-conservative. Pero syempre, mas maganda pa rin kung meron kang margin of safety. Kung gusto mo mag-invest sa dividend stocks or REITs at wala ka pang account sa broker, you can sign up for an account sa Dragonfly Securities using my referral code MoneyWise. You can also follow my signature portfolio sa Dragonfly. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.